This file was recovered from the Unsolved Archives. Its clearance has lapsed. Nothing in it has been corrected. At 11:52 at night, Marcus Lowe stepped into the elevator in his office lobby. The camera caught it clearly. Marcus, alone, briefcase in hand, the doors sliding shut. The elevator rose, and that was the last anyone saw of him. It didn't open on his floor. It didn't open on any floor. The cameras on every landing recorded empty hallways all night. When security finally called the car back down, the doors opened on nothing. Marcus Lowe had vanished from a sealed metal box in a building wrapped in cameras. But cameras only see what someone lets them keep. Accession UA-115, Division 1, Surveillance Anomalies. The elevator. This file is open. Marcus Lowe, 44. A mid-level accountant working late in a downtown tower, the kind of building where a key card tracks every door and a camera hangs in every corner. On the night he vanished, Marcus was the last man on his floor, finishing something he wouldn't leave alone. The lobby camera has him entering the elevator at 11:52. After that, nothing. No exit, no floor, no Marcus. 3 weeks later, they found his body in a place the cameras don't reach. But the cameras aren't the mystery. The mystery is the man who watched them. First, the footage. All of it says the same impossible thing. Exhibit A, the camera log for that night. Lobby cam. Marcus enters the elevator, 11:52. Every floor camera, empty halls, all night. The elevator's own internal camera, here's the first crack. Between floor 9 and floor 10, its feed shows the same 90 seconds twice. A loop. The timestamp jumps back and repeats. For a minute and a half, the one camera inside that box with Marcus wasn't recording what was happening. It was replaying something that already had. So Marcus didn't vanish by magic. For 90 seconds, someone decided what the cameras were allowed to see. And there's a way out of a moving elevator that no floor camera watches, up. Every car has a service hatch in the ceiling, opening into the shaft. During that 90-second loop, the elevator stopped between 9 and 10. Long enough to open the hatch. Long enough to move a man into the one vertical space in the building with no cameras at all. The shaft. Weeks later, that's the part of the building where Marcus was found. He never left the elevator through a door. He left through the roof of it. So who can loop a live feed and stop a car between floors? Not a stranger. That takes the security room, the desk with the monitors, the DVR, and the elevator controls all in reach. One person sat that desk alone that night, and Marcus, the accountant working so late, he'd found something in the building's books he wasn't meant to find. Money bleeding out through vendor accounts that traced back to building security. He told a colleague he was going to take it upstairs in the morning. He stepped into the elevator instead. So who ran the cameras that night? 3 figures stand in the monitor glow. There's Marcus, who stepped into a lift with proof in his briefcase and rose into a 90-second hole in the record. There's the night guard, alone with the screens, the recorder, and the elevator controls, the only person who could tell the cameras to blink. And there's the tower itself, wrapped in eyes that miss nothing, except the one shaft and the 1 minute that someone chose. The archive won't tell you how Marcus Lowe died. You've seen the gap in the tape, so who ran the cameras? The file is now in your hands. A man who entered a lift on camera and never left it. A 90-second loop in the one feed that mattered. A service hatch into the only shaft the cameras can't see. And a night guard alone with every control it would take, guarding the very money Marcus had traced. The archive won't ask you how Marcus Lowe vanished. It'll ask you who ran the cameras. Say the name in the comments. The archive won't confirm it, but the wall remembers who called it. One detail still doesn't fit. The 90-second loop wasn't crude. It was stitched by software with a license tag baked into the file. A forensic watermark from a system decommissioned years before. The same watermark sits on exactly one other sealed file in this archive. Someone is still running a tool that officially no longer exists. This thread stays open. The Wall of Detectives. Every file, the detectives whose verdicts hold are named here, by rank, by name. The archive never tells you the answer, but the wall remembers who found it. Tonight it's empty. Solve this file, detective. Your name goes here. This file stays open. They all do. In 7 days, the names that called it right go up on the wall, and the verdict is pinned for the ones who stayed. The full-size case files never open on this channel. They're sealed, printable investigations, and the link is below. A new file every week. The archive stays open. So should you.